I know that you are having a hard time right now. That everything seems to crumble around you. I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to. Winter is freezing and trees start to blow, and I don't wanna be sitting alone in a room that's just filled with my soul. And so I came to this place, I'm looking for a familiar face, and that's when I saw you. 'Cause you don't know me and I don't know you, but it breaks my heart. You're looking so blue on the last day here. There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow. And the old ways get washed out by the rain. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day to leave behind your troubles. And I don't wanna be lonely when winter is freezing and trees start to bolt. And I don't wanna be sitting alone in a room that's just filled with my soul. And so I came to this place, I'm looking for a familiar face, and that's when I saw you. 'Cause you don't know me and I don't know you, but it breaks my heart. You're looking so blue on the last day here. I just picked your name on the coffee cup, but a stroke of luck, the guy just messed up and gave your cup to me. Wrapping our cups swap in a glance. And I can't think nothing better than started a year with a drop of romance. 'Cause I came to this place looking for a familiar face, and that's when I met you. 'Cause you don't know me and I don't know you, but it breaks my heart you're looking so blue on the first of the year. I just picked your name on the coffee cup. With a stroke of luck, the guy just messed up and gave your cup to me. A dark cappuccino is what matters me. The way you can go on me, dragging your feet, and I just smile at you.
You said it was the last time, but you keep coming back to tell me sorry that you take back all the things you said just to hurt me. Our love just went cold, but I'm still burning. Our love just went cold. Why? I keep on making the same mistake. I always let you back in. When I begin to get myself together again, you are back once more like everything's the same. I tried to build my walls up, but you're taking them down. It's tearing me apart, I can't pretend. Now I have to get over you again. You said it was the last time, but you keep coming back to show me sorry you have changed now. But it's the same old story. Our love just went cold, but I'm still burning. Our love just went cold. Why? I keep on making the same mistake. I always let you back in. When I begin to get myself together again, you are back once more like everything.
Maybe I never knew what I really wanted, but looking back I can see it's all clear. I'm still a kid, got life like they all taught me, but nothing makes sense anymore. Nothing makes sense anymore. Oh, it hurts to grow up, 'cause nothing makes sense. No, nothing makes sense anymore.
I know I'm hard to understand, but I hope you make the effort anyway. You hold our future in your hands. I hope we make it longer than a day. I can't help showing my emotions. I gotta be a little more discreet. If you feel a fraction of affection, then come and sweep me off of my feet. We could just solve all this confusion. If we could sort it out, we get through this situation. No more hesitation. Focus on what we're about. Don't say sorry for who you are. Endless apologies won't get you far. 'Cause I know that you know that we're in love. That we're in love. I don't believe it when you tell me that you think everything's going fine. You sure got a funny way of showing it, so this is where I draw the line. If we could just solve all this confusion, if we could sort it out, we get through this situation. No more hesitation.